Ooh. Hey, we actually got a transition into the song. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure how that was gonna work. Ah, this song. You're cool with violence. Yeah, Doom Eternal is more violent than both of these. All right, this is a bit of a different day today. So let me just start off by saying, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between off spectrum. My name is Prince Matsune. I hope the music is not too loud, although this is usually about where the music is, I think. I mean, the other song is playing at this volume, so this one should be fine. Anyway, today, like I said, we're doing something a little bit different. This music is indicative of that. For those of you who don't know, or who only know my stream, typically I play video game, at least on stream anyway, but I've also been doing reaction content on YouTube for about a year now. I think the last one I did was, or the first one I did was about a year ago, and I've been making these videos pretty much nonstop. It might not be everybody's cup of tea. I know not everybody here is an anime fan. They're mostly here for certain video games that I play or whatever, but considering recent YouTube developments that suppress certain things that you do if they're not the main thing that you do, those videos haven't been doing well recently. So since I'm behind anyway, since I was just on vacation for a while, it's so weird to actually hear this song like while I'm recording. I don't usually have the song on when I'm recording. But yeah, so since I was already behind on these anyway, I was like, oh, I could sit down, watch a bunch, and spend a shitload of time editing over the next couple weeks to catch up, or I could try to steer into the skid and try doing it on stream. Now, what that means... Prince what? Guess what? You made YouTube content? Nice. I'm making YouTube content too. I'm doing it right now. What was I saying? Metal Gear's Solid Delta Snake Eater is about to come out. This is a perfect time for MSG content. But would I be playing the new game? That's the question that I have. Would I be playing that game, or do you want me to play other games? Should I play other game first? That's the question. I may have to figure out when to start playing other things, because I'm about to finish Short Become Human tomorrow, probably. Oh, Delta's a remake of 3. Oh, okay. I did not know that. That's the one you wanted me to start first, right? Let's do 3. So maybe that's not a bad idea. Maybe I will look into it. Thanks for the heads up. So yeah, so we're doing this on stream, which means things will be a little bit different than they have been before. Back when I could edit these, I could pick and choose how much of the footage I leave in order to, 1, avoid copyright, and 2, make the primary focus my commentary and not the show itself. So doing it on stream is tricky, to say the least. Beat Hollow Knight again on a new save? Damn. I'm slacking. I still haven't beat Hollow Knight. I mean, I have beat it, but I haven't beaten it, you know. Still have 1% more to go. That'll be Tuesday. But because we're trying to, 1, avoid 103% in 14 hours, that's crazy. Granted, you already know what to do, so I guess that makes sense. If you're familiar with gaming, sounds doable, even though it took me almost 70 hours to get to 111%. That's a long time. But anyway, so we're gonna do things a little bit different than I have. You summed to Pure Vessel. Not there yet, actually. I've not got there yet. I'm on P4, but I haven't got all the way to the end yet. So yeah, because this is a stream, this is going to be a little bit different. I'm just kind of cut out more footage during this process than I would before, because before I could toggle the audio, blah blah blah. I could cut out things so I'm not watching the whole thing, the whole episode in a row. I have a couple of solutions to that. One of them is just I flipped the footage, not the subtitles, so you can still read them, and I kept the audio very, very low. So there is audio, because I don't want it to be completely quiet. I don't want to like play music or something when I'm watching a show. But I did a bunch of testing. I did a bunch of work I did a bunch of messing around with my scene here. I think everything is okay. YouTube is not flagging my little recordings and uploads. Granted, if it's longer than just a minute or so, then maybe that's an issue. I don't know. We will have to find out. But I think this could be a fun thing. I think it might attract new viewers too. We'll see. I don't really know. I hope it goes well. If it doesn't, I probably won't do this forever, but I want to give this a shot. Hopefully you guys give me a shot to... Gonna go get ice cream. Everyone's leaving as soon as we're getting ready. That's okay. I'm gonna talk about the show a little bit. Getting ice cream. Your vessel's just going back in general. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Not much. Not much. I'm just explaining kind of what I was doing here, or what I am doing here. I know there's no game on stream right now, or show on stream. It's supposed to be show, but I usually play games, so I said game. But yeah, so I have 3 episodes that I want to watch today. I am 2 full weeks behind on Dandadan because my other videos that I was making on these ended up going long since I recorded late and I was doing double episodes. And I just fell behind and now I'm still behind. So we have 2 episodes of Dandadan, 1 episode of GACHIAKUTA, which is great. I really like both of these shows and I want to keep watching them, but I want to watch them with people. I don't want to watch them on my own. Prince has a terminal illness, breaking the news. That's why it's so somber. No, nothing is somber. What's somber? Do you think this music is somber? I'm fine. I have no terminal illness. That should be obvious. That should be obvious. So we're gonna start with Dandadan. It's very fun. I like it a lot. I'm trying to remember what happened last week because or last time, because it's been 2 weeks since I watched this show. Oh, you posted up in a sad room. Yeah, no, that's fine. This is just my room. This is just where I live. You can see it's nighttime in the background. The room will be gone a little bit. The room is just from my other videos. This is usually what I do. I'll talk on this scene here to give like commentary before and after the episode, but like, yeah. Anyway. So I'm trying to remember. It's been a couple weeks since Dandadan happened. Last thing I remember, last thing that happened in the show, Ogurun, our protagonist, our goat, ended up walking in on Momo. Actually, not walking in. Her friends brought him to this maid cafe that she's working at now to surprise her and him. It was really funny. But that's the last thing that happened. We finished our last main arc, I guess, so we're kind of in between, I think, where things have kind of gone back to normal. I'm not really sure where we're going from here, but we're about to find out. But before we find out, I just wanted to remind you guys to hit the buttons for me. You know the ones, the YouTube buttons, like button, comment button, subscribe button, bell as well. I appreciate it a lot. Let me go show you my new sexy scene here. Ooh. Transition doesn't have a sound effect. It's almost exactly like my it's almost exactly like my my game stream. The reason I changed it though, I actually had, and you can see it. Hold on, let me show you. I have my room in the background. Normally this is what I have, but I changed it a lot and I added more stuff. So I was like, okay, whatever. We're just gonna, this makes more sense to view it from here. But anyway, that's the idea. So, I'm gonna turn off the music because we do not need it anymore. Where is the music? Why can't I find the music? Oh, there it is. All right. I have to turn out the desktop audio because I have the audio playing a different way. We'll see how this goes. I'm not really sure what to expect. Oh, whoops. Sorry. I was skipped ahead a little bit. I was recording for like 30 seconds just trying to process things. So let me know if you can hear the sound because you're not supposed to. It's supposed to be really quiet. But here we go. There's some weirdness here. By the way, I forgot to mention too, I can actually turn the sound on and like turn it louder. I have a couple different audio inputs. One is just normal but muffled and quiet. The second one is louder but it's pitch corrected. So it's pitched down. In case I need to actually like draw emphasis to a sound or a line delivery or something like that, I can replay it so that you guys can at least kind of hear it, even though it's not like perfect. Anyway, That's the only thing I wanted to say before we start in the episode. Yeah, this is his reaction to seeing his girl, not really his girl, but the girl he likes, in a maid outfit. It's really funny. So your vessel asked if there was something egregious happening, like spicy. This is the spiciest thing so far, at least today anyway. All right, I gotta kind of adjust things in my head. Yeah, excuse the maid who's here on her first day when her best friend just walked in. Excuse her for having a bad attitude. Ha. I don't think that's what she was supposed to say. No, she did not slip. I don't know, like, with Japanese, like, maybe she said something that was similar to the actual word. You know what I mean? I never know if that's the case or not. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but, you know, I would know better if I knew Japanese. Dude, my man's freaking out. He doesn't know where to look. Yeah, there we go. Look at the... Ooh, wow. Disco ball. Very disco-y. He's trying to look at everything but her, which is hilarious. Yeah. Trying to be polite, as always. Well, she's working here, so, you know, he's going to support her. Thank goodness I can understand it. That's true. You're probably the one person who can. I don't know if anybody else that I normally have chatting can speak Japanese. I love that she's trying to help. Not the person who works there, but her friend is trying to help teach her. In that case, by the way, if you can understand it, was there some sort of like vocal pun where like the words sounded like? Or not? Aww. This is ridiculous. Hiko Ho, what the fuck? What's with the Dragon Ball reference? Hold on, I gotta pause the audio during the theme song. We can't play the audio at all during the songs. That's funny. Is that a deliberate Dragon Ball reference? Is that a reference to my man Tien? I love Tien. Tien's like one of my favorite characters. He's my like go-to Dragon Ball side character that's like not really important, but that I still really, really like. That's my guy. All right. This is kind of like when I'm listening through all this stuff. I mean, I can kind of skip the intro. If you guys can't hear it, I might as well skip it anyway. But at the same time, right, like it gives me an opportunity to talk about some stuff. The stuff that I usually talk about during this segment, though, is how much I don't like that they gave a new, like, made a new opening. Anybody else feel that way? I always complain about this, how, like, the standard now is that everybody has to have a new opening every single anime season. I don't think that's necessary, especially because the first one is always the best, and then second one typically feels like a bit of a letdown. I guess that's just me, though. Of course, I always say that, but then this part of the song comes on and I actually like it. Sometimes things just grow on you, you know? All right, we're back. Ooh. I see. Uroka Danashi is a word in Japanese similar to the meaning of bastard. It isn't literally the word bastard. Yeah, that's the thing that comes up all the time. With some of these, like, language-based jokes, I'm always curious to, like, if it's just, like, translating to something. Because there's no, like, true equivalent. Or, if it actually is, like, direct, but, like, the words just mean different things. Or the words that don't sound alike in English sound alike in Japanese, you know what I mean? Oh, she took pictures? Oh, yeah. They're the ones who got her this job, by the way. They knew exactly what it was. That's cute. Oh, yeah. She needs money to rebuild her mom's or her grandma's house. They're still hanging out with him. That's cute. Oh, he doesn't want to leave her. Aw. That's cute. Didn't they already have a drink? I'm sorry that your friends did that. I have no idea that they were doing here. Aw. Awkward. When you get off, girl? That's very sweet. He's gonna walk her home. Well, he's been staying with her, right? So, like... Yeah, it makes sense that he would want to help her get home. Yes, but it's about the gesture. He wants to be there with you and hang out with you and stuff. And also take care of you. She's too embarrassed, though. It's not fair to her at all. This is a very sweet scene. This show is very sweet, man. I love this show a lot. These two characters in particular. The relationship is adorable. They're both so bad at this. That's the good thing about, like, teenage romance. They're, like, neither of them know how to say anything, and that's very convenient for a TV show. Oh, okay. This song? This is an actual song. I always worry whenever songs start playing. I'm like, oh, shit, should I switch this out? This is, like, a very famous recording of the song, though, right? Aw. She's getting better at it. She still hates it, but again, it's weird. I should just remind you that she's 16. I don't know what maid cafe hires underage girls. This is super weird. Thankfully, they're not having her do anything like too egregious. She's just making hearts and stuff. But like, it's still kind of weird. Are they using a film camera? I just noticed they're using a Polaroid. That's crazy. But yeah, it's getting repetitive. Is this all the same day? She's starting to lose her mind a little bit. I love these different people each time, but like she's the same, except her face is kind of changing. I just noticed, by the way, this whole menu is actually in the... I guess it's not this menu. It's a chalkboard, but it's a very similar vibe in the ending. Like the writing is the same, the colors are the same, and all that. It's kind of funny. I don't think she thinks that. She just wants to make money, though. As long as she's making money. Okarun is still definitely in front of the store. There's no way, right? Maid cafes stuff are allowed in schools during certain events. That's crazy. She's definitely the tsundere, mostly just because she doesn't want to be there. I don't know that I'd call her that much of a tsundere in general. Aw, she really wishes he was there. Man, he really did listen to her. That's too bad. You're the one who pushed him away, though. She would have been, or he would have been there had you let him. Nah, poor thing. She really wanted to see him after a long, hard... Oh, she is there. Okay, he is there. Whatever. Shut up. But what the hell? He came all the way back? I mean, he did, but he came back. All right, good. Good, good, good. This is the right move. Good, good, good guy. He feels kind of stupid. Come on, grab his hand. There we go. Awesome. Yes, correct. Would you like to hold my hand? What is Ira doing? Why the cut to this? Ooh, oh, okay, GG. His training is going well. I can't do that. He is a genius, after all. That's what she keeps saying. I'm glad that they remind me of his name sometimes. I don't remember Manjaro's name very often. Oh, okay. They're gonna see if he can hold it back. When he gets splashed by warm water? Or is it cold water? No, cold water. The demon inside him takes over his body. But when it's warm water, he reverts back to himself. So she's gonna put cold water on him. I guess soy sauce, but whatever. This happened earlier. He got splashed by soy sauce and it changed. Let's see. Does he have control now? This would be really quick for him to do it. He's fighting it at least. Before it was like instant. He would change as soon as it hit him. Like it was a snap. Not a snap anymore. Hey, that worked. Oh, wow. It still required a lot of effort, but interesting. I feel like we're learning a little bit more about how that works. You know, like, does it only affect him for a few seconds? Does it work like when the water or whatever dries off of him or rolls off of him or something? Because if it only takes a few seconds of effort to like stop that from happening, he just needs to be ready all the time. I don't know. That could be a little bit tough though still. Hopefully it gets to the point where it doesn't matter at all though. Yeah, see, it still takes him a lot of work. Yeah, maybe room temperature. That's the hope, right? I hope that he can just take a shower. I guess he can. Warm water is fine though. He's like, oh, they're both doing it. Their hands are so cold, even though they were just holding hands. That's adorable. Why is Gigi so happy? What are these faces? Oh god, you gotta be kidding me. How did that flick open? Hold on. She's already getting the hot water ready. That's funny. Hold on. That's not how boba works. Like the lids don't flip up like that. It's like paper, you know, it's like clipped on top. You know, like it doesn't just flop open. You gotta like tear it off the thing. Because it's sealed, you know. Whatever. Yeah. Oh, Okarun's got it too. Oh, that's not ideal. Oh, well. That's fucked. He figured it out. He figured out how to stop it. Oh, god damn it. All right, cool. Cool. Just when we thought we had this solved. Yeah, that didn't seem to work either. Ooh, is he gonna be able to break through? I don't know. She has psychic powers, so she's fine. Yeah, she doesn't need her hands to use those hands. Oof. This guy's so tough, though. This is a one-on-one cage match. Oh, God. What is he doing? Oh, he's just fighting it. All right. Not ideal. He made the room smaller. Fashionably exactly 26 minutes late. Oh, oh, that's so smart. That's so funny. Yeah. So smart. Holy shit. This girl is so brilliant. What's good, chat? What's good, Banish? How you doing? Sorry. I was in the middle of finishing my thought. I wanted to say hi. Thank you for being here. 26 minutes, totally fine. Be as late as you want to. It's up to you. But God, this girl is so resourceful. She just always has a plan. She's just the fact that she was just drinking the hot water in that moment because she was complaining about her hands being warm. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna spit that out. Oh, poor Gigi. He didn't want to hurt her. It's not your fault. Yeah, get off of her. Yeah. See, he gets it. He realizes he has no chance. Because he likes her too, by the way, if you don't know this. They both like her. And they were kind of fighting about her earlier, but I think this is his moment where he's like, oh, I'm not the same. Like, I'm not the same to him, to her, as he is. Poor guy. That's not why he feels bad. Damn. Wait, did she burn her hand? Oh, no. Oh, poor guy. Not only did he just find out the girl that he likes doesn't like him, he also just is realizing that, like, man, I'm just an inconvenience to everybody around me, even though I don't want to be. It's not my fault. Oh, she feels bad about it. That was a complete accident. Just because it almost got out of hand, right? This kind of humility, though, we haven't seen from Ira very often. So I'm happy to see it, especially because she's still going through it. She's still trying to realize, like, how to like people around her and how to be actually kind, especially to Momo. That's sweet. That's very sweet. Damn. Audio is muted for copyright. It's just really quiet. It's not totally muted, but yeah, that's the reason. It's not a huge deal when you have subtitles and you know everything that's happening anyway, but that is the idea. It's still like a work in progress, so like I'm trying to figure out exactly how to get it to work as well as possible, but yeah. That is the idea. Who's singing? Who is that? Oh, it's the cow. Okay. Yeah, of course it is. What the fuck is his name? PP Man? Oh, no, it's just this guy. I don't know who this guy is. Teeny Weeny, that's his name. Oh, that is him. Okay. That's so funny. He's an alien disguised as a human. Teeny Weeny, that's his name. That's so funny. This is just a disguise. Those were his real eyes. I've never seen him in this disguise before. That's so cute. Oh, Karun. That's so funny. How is he able to do that? I still don't really know. Oh, excellent question. How many aliens are on Earth? He probably wouldn't know, but like... Yeah, what does he want to ask? That's a question I have. Apprentice? In what? Cow milking? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. This guy, he's a shrimp guy. He's basically like an alien mantis shrimp, which are the shrimp, by the way, that can punch. And they don't necessarily just kill you with the force of the punch, but the punch creates a shockwave that kills fish underwater, which means you have to punch fast enough and hard enough through water to create a shockwave that can travel through water. And it's not just the force, it's also it heats up, I think. It's crazy. Mantis shrimp are crazy, but this guy can punch. That's the basic idea. Violence is bad, but he wants to protect his girl. He just wants to protect his girl. It boils them from the inside out. Yeah. I wasn't sure exactly. Like, I knew it was hot, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, but yeah, it boils them from the inside out. So it's not the force or the shockwave it creates. It's just that the force and the shockwave are so great that it creates enough heat to boil anything that gets hit by it, which is insane. Yes. Not really. You've been training. Oh, Gigi can't even look at him in the eye. Aw. Something's up. She's sensing tension between them. She is the adult in the room, so she understands something. Hold on. Go back here. Last episode, she did see Okarun and Momo holding hands, Momo being her granddaughter, right? Yeah, we're not sure exactly how she feels about it, but she's starting to put the pieces together. Like, oh, these two have feelings for each other. So I wonder if she's going to put this together. Because Gigi and Momo were childhood friends, right? So I think it would stand to reason that she would be able to figure out that he likes her too. I don't know. It's curious. She's smart because she's experienced, right? So like she can put things together that these kids are having trouble figuring out. It's sometimes hotter than the surface of the sun, which is crazy. Yeah, I knew it got like crazy hot. I didn't want to say how hot because I really didn't know, but that's like insane. That's like one of the craziest animals that exists, like, period. Yeah. That's the question. What can you do with him, though? Yeah. That was a previous episode where they had a ceremony to try to exorcise him, but he said he didn't want to, and she listened to him. It's true. I like, by the way, that they're talking through this mirror, like this window here, so that they can't literally see each other, right? Like they're just creating physical, what's it called? Distance, right? Like a physical barrier in between these two people who are having a fundamental disagreement right now. It's not necessary for a show like this to have like such, you know, specific visual ways of doing that, right? But like it's always appreciated. Okay, that's a different. I mean, I guess that's not too bad. Kind of dances that. He's punching. Yeah, okay, she does know that. She's just messing with him. Yeah. No, there's someone he wants to protect. She would never understand. She wouldn't understand. Just feeling weak. Yeah. This is a solution for sure. Which solution? What do you mean? There are a lot of solutions. A lot of problems. Ah. Yeah, not just technique. Okay, but he has your abilities. He can keep up with my abilities. Granted, her ability was speed. He has her powers. She used to be, if you're not super familiar with the show, she used to be his ghost. But then he took her powers. Now she's in this lucky cat. She has the power of luck now, which is kind of cool. But yeah, she usually like starts conversations like this where she says stuff that doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, but then she somehow brings it around to some actual good advice. Which is great. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why he's asking you for help, because it's yours power. Yours power? Your powers. Well, you know. That is her catchphrase, Third Nugget. Is the audio quiet on accident? Nope. The audio is quiet on purpose. Is that what you were referring to? Because I know I was talking to you about this the other day. I just got back. Yeah, Nagi and Pure Vessel are both back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, okay. She's going to train him. It makes sense. She's the one whose powers they are. Why was Ira following them? Why are they going to the school? They'll scold you? They'll probably do more than that. So you can do... They can punish you more than that for breaking into school. Yeah, she was just here the whole time. Yeah. Ignore her. Oh yeah, by the way, she loves him too. So like we have this love rectangle going on. Do you like the movie Wolfwalkers? I have not seen that. I have not. I don't know if I like it or not because I haven't seen it. Ate 2 bowls, got a wild cherry Pepsi, and now oh dude. I have wild cherry Pepsi too. They don't call it wild cherry Pepsi anymore. Now it's just cherry Pepsi, but it's the exact same thing it always has. It's really good. I'll look into it then. But yeah, it's just regular cherry Pepsi now, and I'm like, I liked it better when it was wild, even though it tastes the exact same. I had one earlier today though. It's still really good. It's one of my favorite sodas of all time. If you want to know the Prince Kitsune tier list of sodas, Dr. Pepper #1, Wild Cherry Pepsi probably #2, Barks Root Beer #3. Probably. I don't know. I gotta think about it. There are more sodas out there. This is gonna sound silly. Another soda that I really like. It's called Squirt. I swear to God, that's just the name of the soda. It's a grapefruit soda, also really good. Might crack my top 4. They discontinued Pepsi Nitro. Wait, really? Really? Isn't that the like the what's it called? The Mountain Dew one they made? Or is that a different name? The wild is what makes me feel like I'm living life on the wild side. That was the old tagline. I remember. I love drinking Squirt. Pause. It is a pause. I swear I'm talking about the soda. Don't clip that out of context. I'll clip it in context. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. She's transforming now. Cool. I love her hair powers. That's kind of dope. It's lemon lime. Yeah, the Pepsi Nitro, right? That's what I mean. It's like their Mountain Dew. Like off-brand Sprite. No. You're talking about Squirt. Squirt is grapefruit. I thought. Unless I'm getting it confused with something else. I thought Squirt was grapefruit. Oh, Nitro is the nitrogen. I thought about that, but I was like, no, that's a coffee thing, not a soda thing. But I guess I was wrong. Vanilla or regular, both flavors. Ooh, vanilla Coke is a good one. You got to get it like mixed properly. Yeah, Squirt. They have different flavors of Squirt, probably. It looks like an off-brand Sprite, but it's actually grapefruit. You're probably right. They probably do have different flavors. But like I'm talking about the grapefruit one, which is I think the main one. Yeah. I also have grapefruit White Claws all the time, which I really like. It's the closest thing I have to Squirt right now, except it's not soda, it's alcohol. I thought Squirt was one and done. It might have been. It might have been. I don't know. Pure Vessel also could just be confused because it looks like a lemon lime. Which is a fair assessment to make. Oh, damn. She got punched. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Shut up. Liar. Agro Silky is dead. You stole her powers. Hey, do you have lemon lime? You looked that up? Just can't ever find Squirt. Yeah, I don't think it exists anymore. I feel like the last one I had was like 5 years ago. Oh, music room. We haven't seen this before. I don't know why this is making them stronger. They're literally just breaking into the school and walking around. What's their plan? What is the actual training regimen? Oh, no. She knocked something over. Oh, that's just a music stand, I think. That's Beethoven. These are like actual paintings, I bet. What are you scared of? They're paintings. Yeah, you have demon powers. Demon ghost powers. She just punched him in the face. What the fuck? They're so on edge for no reason. Snapple apples are goated. I've never had Snapple. Or apple Snapple. I had peach Snapple. I used to drink that a lot. Delicious. You've got no time? Yes, you do. This is a training regiment? Yeah, there's no way. Oh, okay. No, this makes sense. I see. Yeah. So what exactly is she saying? Time it takes you to take jump once and land, he's able to jump 3 times. 4 full actions, okay. That's interesting that she's using musical time signatures in order to, like, you know, what's it called? In order to, like, demonstrate this. Love Snapple's best non-soda drink other than water. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like, what other non-soda drinks do I like? You know, because seltzer, like, the only other thing that I drink is alcoholic seltzers, which are water. It is water. It counts. It's a type of water. But I don't drink anything else other than soda, water, seltzers, and yeah, that's it. Soda, water, and seltzers. Speaking of squirt, you might like Cantarito, tequila, grapefruit juice, squirt, orange juice, salt, and some lemon lime juice. That does sound really good. Yeah, I like citrus stuff a lot, so that makes a lot of sense. I really like citrusy well, drinks especially, but just citrus in general. Delicious. But yeah, anyway, so back to the show. This is a new thing of like doing it this way, is that we're gonna be talking about two things at once. We can have our own conversations while I'm watching the show, but then we can talk about the show. But it's interesting. So I wonder what her optimization is. He's faster. Yeah. She's talking about pure speed. She's faster, but technique. Yeah. Hey, presto. Prestissimo. I don't know what any of this means. That's really funny. That's really funny. Shout out to Prestissimo. That's my artist. Yeah. So is she saying that that's like typically how her powers work, or is that just him personally? Prestisi, where? He's one of the things on the metronome. No. He sadly is not here right now. He has a birthday party he's going to actually today. I was supposed to talk to him today, but he had a party, so we had to reschedule. The manga anime character anime. Why did I say the A's the same way? Manga and anime character from History's Strongest Disciple, Kenichi, where they use the opponent's combat rhythm against them. When I read this part in Dun, I thought Okarun would learn that. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm not sure where they're going with this because they just introduced it. I wonder where it's going to end up taking us. His reaction time long takes to him to commit to the action. Yeah, that sounds more right than just her general rhythm. Now that she's explaining this more. Wow. Oh, interesting. Damn. 2 switch. Aw. Emphasis. That wasn't me. Yes, it was. Oh, it's a player piano. Oh, never mind. That's Beethoven. What the fuck? What the hell is this? This show just throws random stuff at you like that. Well, now he has an opportunity to actually fight. That noise is not loud. Can you guys even hear it? Who is making such noise? You are. You're the one making the noise. Oh god, they're all making noise. Oh, okay, they're all ghosts. That makes sense. All right, cool. We're going to the next episode. Wait, is that the guy who the witch was chasing for his balls? Yes. Yes. Okarun, our protagonist. Yes. The witch is the cat. The cat is now the witch is now the cat. He has the witch's powers. The witch is now the cat. But yes, she did steal his balls. And they only found one of them. I keep mentioning this. They only found one of them. And they don't know where his other ball is yet. They haven't found it. Hopefully we can find it soon. But I love how I don't have to just talk about every episode. I can just go into the next one. The show is so fucking weird. I love it though. It's so much fun. Like I've gotten used to it. It doesn't bother me anymore. It's just cool. All right. It's curious to see like how long it takes to actually watch an episode on stream, because we're pausing more, talking more in between than I normally do. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I think it's really funny that they just haven't mentioned the ball thing in like several episodes. This is a reference to the 7 mysteries of the schools alongside the anatomy models that come to life at night and the haunted portraits of musician in the musician room. Oh, okay. So that's 2 of the 7 mysteries then. I was very confused by the anatomy model when that happened. that reaction, I spent the whole time just being like, what the hell is happening? I had never heard that before. Because they teased that the anatomy model had one of his balls, actually. But then they found out it was not his real ball. Now they don't know where the second one is. They need season 2 for Komi, the girl who refuses to speak. That only has 1 season? I feel like that's been out forever. They haven't had a second season yet? That's crazy. I feel like people talk about this show all the time. I didn't realize it only had one season. I don't watch it, so I wouldn't know. Oh, I love this monochrome stuff. That's so cool. Am I gonna have to pause or mute because of the music? It's hard to tell because the sound is so quiet. I don't know if you can even hear it. There's also the haunted toilet-bound student referenced in the manga series Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun. Also in Harry Potter, there's a toilet-bound ghost. Although I don't know if that's a direct reference. I don't think that J.K. Rowling knows anything about anime. Just gonna guess. You guess you meant 3, not 2? Oh, see? Even then, I assume that show has a lot of stuff going on. Still, 2 seasons is not a lot. Alright. So, what's the plan? Yeah. You can't just hit them. That's so funny. The rest symbols... In music, a rest symbol is a symbol where you don't hit a note. Right? So, it's just letting you know, like, on this beat, you do nothing. So the rest symbol is the one that does the most damage. That's kind of funny. There are a lot to dodge, yeah. It is a bullet hell. That is a good way of playing it. Or putting it. Thankfully, I have just recently watched or played Undertale, so I'm good with bullet hell now. You take a rest. No, that's fair. You take a rest, perhaps permanently. You get knocked the fuck out. But yeah, so Is it very creative to use this whole time signature thing as a way of incorporating this legend and giving him an opportunity to like work on this new measurement. I'm not sure if she's saying that like this is how you're fighting now, or if you need to change that, or like what the idea is, or if he's learning to work with that signature. I don't know. Prince, you should watch Great Teacher Onizuka. I don't think I've ever heard of that before. I might look into that. Or Initial D. Yeah. I have never, I mean, okay, I've watched a little bit of Initial D. One of my friends showed it to me like years and years ago. I watched the whole, was it the duct tape hand on the Gear Select? I saw that whole thing. That thing was awesome. I've seen a couple episodes, but that's pretty much all of Initial D that I've seen. Long Gone Midnight. I feel like I heard of that too. Talking to robots while I watch Prince react live. You don't need to talk to robots. Everyone here is real, I think. I don't know if you watch List of Crowd or not, but I feel like you'd like Ranma if you haven't watched it yet. I used to. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Without the audio, I didn't hear the show come back. Your Discord PFP is derivative of Initial D? I haven't looked at it that closely. But yeah, Ranma, dude. Ranma was the first manga that I ever got introduced to, actually. It's kind of a funny story. For whatever reason, when I was in 5th grade, like, there was just a section of kids that, like, were just reading Ranma all the time, and they'd, like, pass around the comics and stuff like that. And I read a little bit of it. That was my first introduction to manga, really. I mean, obviously, I'd watched anime because of, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon and stuff, but, yeah. I always think about that. I was like, damn, that was my first time, like, actually meeting weebs and, like, hanging out with them. But it was Ranma. It was definitely Ranma. And it was not appropriate for children. It was not really appropriate. There's a lot of nudity in Ranma, which is kind of funny. Okay, can we get this off the board? What are you doing? There we go. Okay, they're not in the room anymore. These guys always have weird catchphrases. It's not a rice patty. I listened to Beethoven a lot as a kid, so I looked up some of Beethoven concerts after the episode came out. A lot of new comments are like, "Don brought me here." That's really funny. That's really, really funny. Let me guess, Kevin, did you play an instrument or something as a kid? Is that why? Or did you just have parents that were like, you know, oh, just listen to classical music, it's good for your brain? Or both? Probably both. I would guess both. I'm curious to hear, though. And thank you, by the way, for bringing in extra context. I actually really appreciate that kind of stuff. So please keep doing it. Aw. Piano and it was forced. Yep, knew it. I told you. I knew it. Do you know who all of these people are? Because I don't know all of them. You used to listen to Dark Academia? You were a choir kid. That's crazy. What kind of singer were you? I don't know that much about the types of singers. I know that I am a tenor, but like I barely even know what that means. Man, I love the way they draw her hair, just fucking swirling around and everything. Yeah. Because she's a better fighter than you. Yeah. That's the whole point of this arc. You gotta pay closer attention, bro. You know, the hair is kind of OP for this kind of fight, where there's a lot of stuff flying through the air. Shine. Classic. Oh no. My man. Oh, I see. So that's the rest actually stops you from moving. That's hilarious. Oh, she got hit by one too. That's a funny face. That's really creative. The rest actually do make you freeze. That's so funny. Started off as a tenor, then halfway through the year went to bass, but the teacher didn't believe until I posted a solo. So she made me stay a tenor. I see. So you're just one of those in-between people. That's cool. That's cool. I guess, you know, depending on your range, you could probably do different roles. This is me having a very basic knowledge of all this stuff. Just asking a question, really. That is interesting. But yeah, you're just like, here, I can sing bass. And they're like, eh. Tenor. There's a spoiler reason why Ira has better combat rhythm. Ooh, can't wait to look. This takes place around chapter 58, and the reason isn't given until chapter 166-ish. Wow, they're that far ahead. I didn't hear much about this show until, or about the story until the show came out. So I don't know much about the manga, to be honest. Tenor 2, as they're called. Oh, interesting. See, this is all new to me, so. But yeah, I'm curious to learn more about Ira because we don't know anything about her backstory. But she's taken to this pretty quickly. As soon as she realized she had powers, automatically she was fucking people up. Okarun kind of runs around and like he comes up with plans with Momo. But like, yeah, he does need some work as an actual fighter. Currently at 206. That's crazy. The other show, by the way, I'm sorry to keep pausing. The other show that I'm watching after this, GACHIAKUTA, I started reading when there was like 40 chapters, I think. I read like the first 20 and I was like, well, they're going to make this into a show. Let's just wait until the show comes out. Now they're at like almost 200 chapters too, which is crazy. And I'm like, shit, maybe I should have been reading it the whole time. I just prefer to watch things in show form than manga form because this is my medium, you know. Oof. Damn, they love just like having her hair swirl around. I know that was kind of the same animation they used last time, but they just love doing it. Is he wearing a hoodie with no sleeves? He's just wearing the hood. Does that happen every time he transforms? Have I just never noticed that? Or does it only happen when he's wearing a hood? Because Gigi, all of Gigi's clothes pop off, except his fucking tidy whities every time that he transforms. Has that always been the case with Okarun? For someone who has a lot of attention to detail, I don't pay attention. Like, hey, shut up. Keep moving, man. His clothes are blown off by the notes. Okay, that makes sense. It's hard to tell when he's transformed. And clothes fly off so often in this show, like I don't think that much about like how. Alright. Try to move in cadence of the rhythm. How do you not listen to music at all? Ooh, good call. You still remember what this sound like? I listened to music just recently. You were so touched. It was a metal song. Dude. I love this shot of them headbanging. It's so cute. This shit cracked me up. I just love it. I've seen this GIF too, right? Like I've seen clips of like songs and stuff, and then people are commenting this GIF now. It's awesome. It's so great. This song for this episode was so sick. It was really, really good. I thought it was a real band. I was like, this is so good. It has to be a real band, right? Turns out, nope. Yeah, how do you get to them? I think Okuru's got to just cut through everything because he's faster. I like that they're connecting the notes together, you know, in flourishes. Yeah, that's definitely the same. Oh, that part's a little bit different. They added a little bit more animation to it. How'd you get stuck in the ground? The fuck? I see. They're just softening up the soil with all these in general. All right, Okarun. Never mind. Oh, there we go. Are we listening to the song again? I might need to turn this off because of the song. Damn it. Hold on. Actually, let's not do it that way. Why did I turn off my own sound? I can turn off your sound. It's not like it's a huge deal. You can't hear very much of it anyway. This is why I have this setup set up. Damn. I love, by the way, they're still keeping with the black and white theme here. So they have to do as little coloring as possible. God, I'm so glad I get to listen to this song again. I'm sorry that you guys can't. It's really good. It's called Hunting Soul. Just look it up. Now he has a better rhythm. Ooh, he got her close enough. I knew it. He also got them to stop firing the things. Damn, his head spun around. Is he okay? What are they? What are they? Are they dolls? Unclear. Ooh, that shot is sick. I think we're good now. Song's over. I'll be Bach. I don't think that was Bach. I don't know what Bach looks like. Okay, you got one of them. You still have to get the rest of them, though. Like, you're just going to have to do the same thing over and over again. Unless they start doing different things. This panel in the manga is just them dancing around the notes. Really? It doesn't even, like, go into this much depth, or... These are pretty slow notes. They must be doing something else. They're colored now, so that must mean something, too. I don't know if I like this. For our heroes. I like it in general. I think it's cool. I like the flower guy. He's probably my favorite. Those are pretty ass flowers. Yeah. Ooh. Who did that? Someone just shattered the illusion. Is it Beethoven? Beethoven? Yep, Symphony number 9. Is Symphony number 9 gonna get trademarked? It must, right? I'll just turn it off just in case. Miter changed the anime once they got rid of the conductor in the manga. The musician stopped levitating. Oh, that's interesting. If you know Beethoven's Ninth, you know exactly what this sounds like. So, you know, you should be fine. Even if you don't, you'd hear Beethoven's Ninth and be like, or Ninth and be like, oh yeah, okay, that's what this is. That's funny. Okay, are they gonna do anything, or you're like, what's up? We're just kind of sitting here. Oh, there we go. Crescendo, baby. There's a whole choir. Nagi, are you one of these guys, or? I just took a screenshot of my pocket somehow. I felt my phone buzz, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, oh, I just took a screenshot, apparently. That's bizarre. Oh, okay, cool. Who are these guys? These are just random sprites. They're not choir people. Huh. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. It's Ode to Joe, or Ode to Joy, essentially. The Night Symphony opens with a mixed male-female chorus like this, minus the shadow people. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Like, it sounds like the classic rendition of it, you know? What font is this? What do you mean, what font? The Ode to Joe? Ode to Joy. Did I say Joe? Did I say Joe? Like below? You mean the audio is quiet on purpose? What font is that? That font is called Woodblock CG, aka the font for the show Invincible. That's why I use it, because I use it for an Invincible reaction that I did. I use this font for all of the thumbnails, so I just kind of use it as my default font now. Unless I have a font that's like specific to the game that I'm playing, right? Like the Hollow Knight font, I have the actual Hollow Knight font for that thumbnail. You had a feeling it was? Yeah. You were correct. Oh, to what the fuck? More like... This is not so joyful. Not for our heroes, anyway. At least they have the ability to fight multiple opponents. There's nothing strong about these guys other than the fact that there's a bunch of them. Yeah. They got to get through this just like they had to get through the notes. Like, this is not that different. Dun, 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 dun. I learned how to play this on the recorder in 7th grade. I took a recorder class in 7th grade. It was funny. The way that they did electives is that, like, you would choose, like, a list, you know? Like, they would give you a list, and you're like, okay, these are the electives that I want to take in, like, in this order, and then they would do it based on priority. Somehow, I ended up getting into recorder, and I don't remember putting it on my list. I probably just threw it on there because people were like, oh, that's easy. But I don't remember putting it on there. And then I got it, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm learning how to play the recorder now. I don't remember very much about playing the recorder, I'll be perfectly honest. Other than the fact that this song goes pretty much in order down the note, so it's like you add another finger every time. Kind of. Not exactly, you know, you go up and down a little bit, but that's what I remember. That's actually very easy to play the song on recorder. Just in case you wanted to know deep lore about my musical history. Of which there is not very much. Ooh, blindfold his ass. Or his face. Na, 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 na. Alright, what now? You're up there. How are you gonna hit all of them? What's the plan? Are they gonna punch each other? Yep. Just jump off. Yep, that's what I thought. Oh. What is she doing? Oh, okay. They're splitting up. Well, that would have been better had she not had to explain to him, like, what is happening. Ooh, is she awakening something in herself? All those flashes of all the people. She have something for fight for now? Because that's kind of her thing. She has no real relationships. Because she used to be the popular girl. Till that illusion was shattered and now people don't like her. Now she hangs out with our crew. But our crew are actually, like, nice to her. Ooh, let's go, Okarun. Cook. Cook these fools. Were they up there the entire time? My man is operating on a new wavelength. Ira always getting mollywopped? I don't know. She's kind of carried this fight here. I respect Ira as a fighter. I do. It makes sense, though, her being the least important main character out of the main characters. Like, yeah, she's probably going to take some hits that she wouldn't if she were more important. I mean, you say that, but then she's fucking kicking ass now. She has her moments. Ooh, look at that. That's crazy. That's nuts. That was an awesome shot. Naira's flashback, she only thought of Momo getting attacked by Evil Eye. Oh, interesting. Because she blamed herself for that, right? Interesting. I guess that's not like a huge change. It's the same kind of idea, but I guess instead of just focusing on a singular event, she's just thinking about everybody in general, you know? Because it's the same kind of thing. Like, her relationship with Momo is the most indicative of that change in her and like learning to accept these new people into her life, you know, and kind of become a new person now that she's no longer burdened by being popular, and realizing that being popular isn't all that it's cracked up to be, because nobody actually ever cared about her. Now people care about her, and now she's finding strength in that, which I appreciate. But yeah, if you frame it in kind of the whole like she feels bad for almost causing Momo to get hurt, you know, it comes from a place of guilt. It's a bit of a different motivation. So that's interesting. Ara's one of the tankiest characters in Dandadan. That kind of makes sense. Like, I rarely see her take any damage. I feel like having the hair too to like whip things away from you is actually a really good defensive tool. God, they're still fucking playing the Ode to Joy. I'm sorry, I can't. They haven't stopped the music. I know you can't hear much of the audio anyway. I just feel bad because I set up this whole thing with a really quiet audio just so that there wouldn't be complete silence. I don't know if the complete silence is it. Hey, we're crescendoing though. The choir's back. Dun, 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 dun. I can sing the song for you. Oof. This is fascinating. This begs the question, did Turbo Granny know this was all going to happen? That's why she took him here, because the whole thing was about rhythm. I mean, she took him here for the piano and the metronome to prove that stuff to him. You have to hit all of them at once then. 5 switches per beat. Yeah, that makes sense. It would be easy for her. Yep. He gets it now. Oh, in terms of math. So what they were saying is that Evil Eye with his kind of soccer ball thing can do 10 beats per 4 measures, I get, or about 10 hits per 4 beats, right? So that's just having him do 5 per 1. Maybe the math isn't mathing, but you see what I mean? He's still on a 2 beat, but he can do 5 beats every 2 beats instead of doing 10 beats every 4, which I guess is the same thing, but yeah, I guess it is the same thing. But that's only if Gigi has the soccer ball out, I guess, right? I don't know. But she's getting him to that level. That's the point. Hey. Stunting these hoes. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, that was 5 beats. Oh, I like that he's the one who's bowing. That's cute. All right, hopefully they didn't destroy the entire music room. Oof. Okay, good. Yeah, glad they saved her from that. That looked ugly. All right, cool. Yeah, it looks like they didn't destroy the posters, I guess. They're just going to go back to the wall. Cool. Yeah, everything looks okay. This gets transported back and everything's completely normal. I love stuff like that. It's like, okay. They just took them to an alternate realm. Yeah, of course she's okay. Oh, she thinks he's cute. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to ship this. I can't do it. The mirror dimension. Seriously. Chat's Doctor Strange. This is interesting. Yeah, her behavior is completely changing. She was acting all cutesy around him, but like she genuinely likes him now. So she's like, I don't know how to act anymore. I can't hide behind my facade anymore. Wait, what did she say? Oh, you were around? I didn't even notice. That's cute. Well, she's back to herself. She's acting like herself now. That was really helpful. Yeah, you got to be able to apply it. Mm-hmm. It's an old legend, Ira. Were you not listening? Did you not read my chat? Kevin explained the whole thing. Collective fear of the portraits. Oh, okay. So she did know that was going to happen. Yeah. Because it's an old legend. Kevin was telling us about it earlier. I'm always thinking of how to kill you. Oh, it did come back on again. I was gonna say it's not 2 a.m. anymore, right? Can't be. Evil Eye is definitely doing. Hold on. Fun fact: these musicians are described as tulpas, a Tibetan concept of bot-generated entities or objects. That would make a lot of sense. Yeah, I'm really curious about like how this works because that's not the first time that that's happened, where they kind of get taken to an alternate reality and then come back and like everything's completely normal, but everything that happened was definitely real, and they definitely could have died. You know, it's actually not even the first time that happened in that school. That happened with the Loch Ness monster thing too. So yeah, what are they gonna do about this? Are they gonna decide? Does somebody have to die? Oh, he's saying somebody will die if this keeps up. Like, what's Seiko thinking? Yeah. Manjaro's got it covered. No, he already told Seiko he's going to be doing it. All the aliens bring people to a void space, but that was an illusionary realm. That makes sense because those are ghosts, not aliens. Yeah. It is interesting how much crossover there is between what the aliens can do and what the ghosts can do, but like there's also a lot of stuff that's distinct as well. That makes a lot of sense though. I feel like we haven't seen the ghosts do that very often, but we definitely see the aliens do it a couple times. Oh, is Okarun challenging him to a fight? I don't know if this is going to help if Okarun can't get through his little ghost wall anyway. They're probably just going to fight person to person, right? What are you thinking? They were like, oh yeah, by the way, where the hell were you? Yeah, what's the plan? Does she really think he's going to be able to do that? Yeah, no, that makes sense. He did try to kill her. He just wants to prove that he consistently beat him. Yeah. How does this end? I know the episode's about to end, but how does this end? Yeah. That makes more sense. Not mad at them. Wants to be more like them. That is in character. Huh. Interesting way of phrasing it. I gotta think about what exactly he means by that. Yeah. Don't embarrass him. True. Let him speak his truth. Yep. All right. How is this going to go down? There's no way this is just going to end. All right. And what's up? And end episode. Yep. End on that frame. Yep. Of course. Of course we are. Of course we are. I know how these things go. Yep. All right. Fuck me. All right. All right. Hold on. Let's end on the good frame. Let's find the good frame. Let's end on it. Not that one. Cool. We'll keep that there. I know it doesn't look very good in the thing because of the way that I have the setup. I have the mirror and then the what's it called, the subtitles underneath. I know it doesn't look fire, but it is fire, trust me. I hate the cliffhanger so much, especially since I know the fight. Yeah, I imagine that only makes it worse. But like, every single episode this season has kind of ended on a cliffhanger like this, so I'm not surprised. That's why the whole time I was like, yep, I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. This isn't even the first Gigi versus Okarun cliffhanger we've had this season. We've been this like the second or third fire episode. True. All right. Normally I'd switch over back to the other thing to talk about it, but like we could just talk about it now. Main takeaways from the episode: Turbo Granny, her motivations are kind of bizarre because she's actually trying to help. She just can't admit it. And at first it was like kind of this prideful thing where she's like, if you're going to be using my powers, then you might as well like be doing good with them, right? But like, I think now she's actually trying to help. I don't know. I think she cares about these people a lot more than she. Pride isn't even the best part. No spoilers. I mean, I wouldn't call that a spoiler. One, that's subjective anyway, but two, I assume a lot more is happening than just the fight, so that doesn't like ruin anything for me. You know, I'm with you, I bet. But anyway, yeah, Turbo Granny is kind of interesting because she actually is helping out a lot more than she needs to for someone who pretends like she doesn't care. She's actually a really valuable character because she has expertise in this world that pretty much nobody else does. I mean, Seiko kind of knows some stuff, but she hasn't been, like, she doesn't have ghost powers, you know. Anyway, other important thing, I love where you just get little bits of Ira's transformation. I really do like Ira's character development a lot. I want her to succeed and get better. Because this whole thing of, like, having superficial confidence, superficial self-identity, and then also superficial relationships with other people. And seeing that get broken down, it's really sad for her. And I feel for her, even though it's kind of, you know, quote-unquote childish. It's real to her, right? Like, it's her whole world. Her whole worldview is getting torn apart because she realized that, like, you know, people don't care about her anymore, and she thought the way that they cared about her was real, but it's not, and she hasn't realized that part yet, you know. But it sometimes just takes being exposed to people who actually do care to realize that, like, oh, this is how things are supposed to be, you know. This is just kind of how it is. So just every episode that somebody is nice to her, or she's nice to somebody else, right? Like, we're making progress. Okarun is that dude. I love that guy. I love in his desire to get stronger. He's open to, like, learning new things, doing things differently, and all that. Yeah. I don't have a whole lot to say other than he's fucking awesome. I'm very curious to see how this is gonna go. The dude had, I guess, 2 fights. He fought 2 times with with these music spirits, and now he's like, okay, now I can fight Gigi. I've gotten there in one night. I don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see. But that's pretty much the only other thing I need to say there. Normally, this is where I'd wrap up the episode and tell you to hit the buttons again. You can hit the buttons if you haven't already. Like button, comment button, subscribe button. Please hit those. But we're done with Dan Dan Dan. We are going to move over to GACHIAKUTA, which actually I think I should, for the sake of changing over, I just don't want you to watch me click through my Crunchyroll. What have I been watching? I know it's somewhere. History. There we go. All right. Ignore that. I don't know if you even heard that, actually. Because I don't think I have the sound on this one. Okay, guys, can we... I'm quieting this. Not guys, you guys. I mean guys as in... I'm not talking about anything. Whatever. Your fingers. You always talk about my fingers, man. Can you relax just a little bit? We worked very hard on this, okay? We worked very hard on the design. You know how hard it is to draw hands? Have some respect for my ability, or my artist's ability to draw hands and the rest of me. You just don't like having hands. Okarun's desire is not to be stronger, is not to rule the world, but to make the world a better place for his friends. That's a good way of putting it, yeah. To protect rather than to destroy or dominate or whatever. Yeah. That's what makes him a true hero. Alright, so we're going back over. We're switching gears. First Fingers or Yusukuna? No. I haven't watched that, by the way. I know almost nothing about that. I know who Sukuna is, though. But maybe that's a show that I watch. I don't know. This is weird because, like, the way that I've framed this in my mind, this kind of stream and series is like, we just watch what's come out this week because I'm watching these two shows that come out every week. But people are inevitably going to want me to watch other things. So I'm not sure if I include that in this or what. I don't know. This is still like a developing show, right? So it can change at any point. At least, though, next time I do this, which should probably be Friday, I think, is when I want to do this normally. Normally, I don't stream on Sundays. Just a matter of, you know, I couldn't stream this last Friday, so I had to move it for today. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing this every Friday. If people are interested in that, then I'll keep doing it. And once we finish these shows, if there's nothing else that's out that I want to watch, maybe I'll watch other things. I don't know. I want to just kind of work more reactions into streaming anyway. So if you guys are liking this, please let me know. Anyway, we're switching gears to GACHIAKUTA. So last time, what happened is we got tricked by this apparition that was made out of mud. This bandit made a mud woman and tricked our guys into getting caught in this underground labyrinth building dungeon thing, and now they're getting attacked. But the minions were pretty easy to take care of. My guy Zonka, whose name I feel like I always forget, Zonka, that guy, he kind of sauced them. But then the big bad guy showed up, and again we ended up on a cliffhanger because this guy shows up and he's fucking crazy and freaky and a problem. But then, yeah, episode over. So I will say GACHIAKUTA comes out every Sunday. So there actually is a new episode that came out today. I am not going to be watching that one today. I'm going to be watching that one later this week. Because if I watched it today, one, stream would go super long. Two, I wouldn't have as much to watch this week. This week I'd only watch Dan, and then I'd have one episode and that'd be the stream. So we're keeping 2 episodes split. This is last week's episode, and then I'm going to watch this week's episode later this week. Does that make sense? Cool. All right, cool. I forgot to turn the sound back on. I know that there's not much sound. I hope that it does help the experience a little bit just to have anything there at all. Oh, why is it still in English? I changed it. I also turned the sound off. There we go. Are we ending or watching GA then ending? We're watching it then ending. Yeah. It's all going to be one stream. I'm not splitting the streams up. Just because we're doing a different show. We're just going. It's funny to see this abbreviated to GA. I didn't even know that it could be 2 words until very recently. All right. All this graffiti. I wonder if the graffiti guy from the last episode did any of this. I'm going to guess no. Jokers. Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Except he wasn't fine last time we saw him. But he was fine up until he wasn't, you know? Yeah, no, he's not doing great. He escaped, I guess. Oh, that's not him. That's the other guy. Oh, boy. That's not Zonka. Yeah, he matches the description you heard before. They're after him because he's from the sphere. I'm not sure what they want with him, though. That's creepy as fuck. Fight back, bro. Yes. He's one of the people that are here. So either he's one of your people or he's not one of your people. And if you don't know him, then he's not one of your people. I like this guy. He's drippy as hell. Everyone in the show is drippy as hell. But he's also freaky. Yeah, I don't think this guy is afraid of all you guys. A bad sense of defection. Yeah, I don't believe that. I think he's just a freak. I think he showed up late on purpose. I think he just kind of does what he wants. It's an excellent question. You really want to talk to him. Okay, now he's trying to be nice. No one's gonna buy that shit. Yeah, but he will need it when he goes back up. I like they always find a way for him to take the mask off, as if it's like a really impeding thing for him to have on. I don't know why. It's not like it really changes his voice that much. And in the manga, I feel like they did this too. I don't know. This show is pretty true to the manga for what I've seen so far. But it feels like they take off his mask every opportunity they have, I guess, to make him talk clearer. But like, I don't think that that's really not necessary. It's kind of weird. What's the point of having the masks if you don't use them? You try to go easy when someone is strong, but you go hard when they're not strong. Oh, okay. He's not gonna die. It'd be crazy if they killed off a main character this quickly. Although I have seen it before. Damn. Ooh. He has claws? I feel like we might have seen a little bit of that last episode, but we don't really know much about how it works. We didn't get to see him actually use them. Potential. Oof, that's not ideal. He just materialized that. That's curious. Don't tell me this guy's gonna die already. Mm-hmm. He called him Zako. That means loser. Yeah, weakling. I know what Zako means. That is one of the words that I know. In Japanese. Greece. You probably shouldn't anyway. He's gonna do it anyway. He doesn't give a shit. You should know at this point, man. He's got your back. He's gonna fight for you. Oh no. Oh no. I had a feeling he might die, but like, dude, he already stabbed him. Oh, Grease is that dude. RIP to a legend. It's been 2 seconds. He's already dead. I feel like we just met him last episode, although it was 2 episodes ago. All right, so I'm gonna mute this. Honestly, I'll mute it for myself too, because I don't want to distract me from thinking. But like, dude, now that that happened, like, okay, I don't remember a whole lot from when I read this because it was a couple years ago. But then sometimes things happen. I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that happening. That's one of those where I'm like, oh fuck yeah, he did just get stabbed. That whole thing where he's like, oh, I think he's already dead. I've already stabbed him. That's so sad. That's really fucked. But Ruto's whole thing, at least right now, is just, again, not realizing that other people can actually care about him. It's actually kind of similar to Ira in the sense that, like, he's never really had a true family before. He's only had one person that's ever cared about him, right? So, you know, it just feels new to him. He doesn't trust that these people are actually out here for his own benefit. So watching someone literally die for him, because I mean, Grease knew he probably would not be able to win that fight. That was kind of the idea, is he's just protecting this kid any way he can. Granted, if I were truly protecting that kid and knowing that I probably would die, I would tell him to run, get out of there, so that you have a chance of surviving, and I'll hold him off as long as I can. But that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. I love how all these people are getting made out of trash. That's like the implication. All right, we're back. One good strike. Ah, well, that's unfortunate. Poor guy. I really like the way that they drew these. I don't think they did this in the manga. Not like this, anyway. A little hand charm. I remember they showed that last episode. Ooh, it's reminding him of Reg, though. Of course it is. Did he see Grease as a father figure? I guess it doesn't really matter. Oof. Well. Who's this? Oh, flashback, okay. Is he hitting his head against the wall? What the hell is he? Oh my god. That's not ideal. That's an excellent question. Did he hurt somebody? He's hurting himself. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, he's a very unique kid. Yeah, he still has mental damage. Not like mental damage, but you know, like mental damage is in its change. Like he's still his trauma he's trying to overcome. That's what I mean. Nothing at all, but myself. Oh, this feeling. Okay, that makes sense. He doesn't know. He's just like that. It's one thing I've said about Ruto over and over again. He's just kind of like this. I mean, that's an honest deduction to make. Yeah, dude's just he's gone through too much. He definitely doesn't know how to work through it. But he doesn't deserve to feel this way. Dude doesn't even know what the concept means. Is he just gonna have a big old patch on his forehead? That's definitely true. This seems to be like right after he adopted him. Dude needs to find some sort of identity. Yeah. That's a good dad. Regdo is the dad that stepped up, for sure. You're going to bed, fellas. No problem, Nagi. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening when I was talking to you about all the problems I was having setting this up. Same, Loki. Yeah, no big deal. No big deal. Typically, this type of stream would be over because we'd only do 2 episodes normally, but that's okay. Typically, my streams tend to taper off a little bit around this time anyway, just because, you know, people want to go to bed. It gets later. So, by all means, totally fine. No problem later. Yeah, no problem. Have a good night, you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. This is a new idea that I'm trying to do more often, right? So, it helps to have anybody here at all. So, thank you. You guys have a nice rest of your night. Sleep well and all that shit. Aw. He's trying to find him things that he likes. He can't find anything, though. Kick the ball. He just likes the ball in general. He doesn't want to play with it. That is really cute. He just break the cutting board? That's not how that's supposed to work. Yeah. This is so cute. Trash. He loves it. It's his favorite thing. Why are they so close to the gate? He loves it. This sparks joy. I have no idea why. You're not supposed to go through that. It's not a real person. It's a metaphor, though. It looks like a person. This is how he feels. He feels like he was thrown out. So he's developing this connection. He relates. We've already gone over this a lot. This is the main core theme of the show, is the connection between people and trash, at least in terms of people treating other people like trash. What's that making you feel? He relates to it. He knows what that feels like. It feels sad, empty, destructive. Like, you know, this is where the feeling is coming from. The source of his trauma is getting thrown out. Just a little bit broken. That's how he feels about himself. Okay. Well, that's it, I guess. He likes fixing stuff. All right, then. It's a lot of projection. A lot of it is projection. But yes, it is also him being able to perceive the worst in things that other people can't. That is also just an inherent trait of his. Oof. Oh, we here? He picked it up, baby. Is it time to cook? Oh, he's not dead. I see. Interesting. It's not just that he can give the power to objects. Ooh. Uh-huh. What is it? If it's not that, then what? Oof. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're only halfway through. Dude, this fucking art of this thing, this is what I've been waiting for so long. This whole thing. Where we see his powers actually awaken, we understand what they actually do. It's not just giving power. It's actually not giving power at all. It's bringing power out that was already there, right? And this whole thing is just a connection between him and this guy. That's all that this is, right? Why did I turn off the sound? Did I not turn it back on? Whatever. I know it's not much sound. This is that famous shot, though, that I see in all the artwork of him standing in front of that thing with that pose. God, I'm so happy to see it in anime form. It's not, actually. It looks cool. He can't either, because he hasn't used it yet. He probably won't make it, but at least he's not dead now. He actually didn't die right away. Yeah, he remembered. Yep. He's putting the pieces together. Also true. Yeah. The real comes from everybody. Woo. Cook. Cook, young kid. Cook. Kick his ass. Let's do it. Oh, God. We actually get to see some of this. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Jabber. Not Jabberwocky. Are you going to go easy on him? Because he's strong? Wow. I feel like you shouldn't tell this guy your name. You don't want him to know who you are. I know he kind of already knows who he is, but like... Damn. We don't even get to see what happens. Yeah, bleeding is not going to stop. You will not be fine. You're going to die. I think he's okay with dying, though. Mm-hmm. That is true. He didn't know his main purpose. But he didn't know his main purpose, but he also didn't know how to interpret it, like, with his powers, right? Not so much that. I think it was just kind of like, okay, how does this make sense in this new world of being, you know, not underground, but wherever the hell they are with these powers, right? Like, how does he exist within this realm, right? Like, he's still figuring that all out. But this whole thing of him caring about objects and seeing their worth even when other people can't, right? Like, that's not new. That he's always been that, but I think he's remembering specifics and he's repurposing that idea in a new circumstance. No. He's trying to be different. Yeah. He doesn't want to run in. Call me my name, not shithead. I'm gonna call him shithead. I think that's fine with me. Why do you think he dodged? This is different, though. This is not how Rudo has fought before. He's really taking the not wanting to just lash out and jump in thing to heart. Damn. Yeah, how exactly is this working? He's just kind of redirecting you. Ah, I see. The talisman is kind of putting in work. Of course, it didn't work for Greece. He's definitely injured. Uh-huh. Best defense is not get hit at all. Yeah. Yep. I think it's more than that. I think it molds itself to whatever he wants. Your attacks can't hit me either. How do you know that? He hasn't even tried. Yeah, he's been standing on this thing. He's just been kind of adjusting. What did you miss? Well, we're on a new show now. You missed when we switched over. All you've missed is fighting. What's his face? Greece got stabbed, and now his little talisman that he was praising to is now turned into an object of fighting. I'm not the one who's been moving. Yeah, you are. Yeah, the thing is causing him to move in new ways. Yeah. Let's go, talisman. Yep. He's shifting him over. Yeah. Interesting. Is it always... Yeah. Because that's not his actual object. The gloves are. This kid's putting it together. I fucking love how this whole thing goes down. Like, he's not just unlocking his power, he's unlocking his identity of, like, how he fights. I don't know if this is going to be fun for you, bro. Let's go. No, that's what you are. You are a shithead. Kind of. Not really. Not when you tried to kill his friend. Yeah. Shut up. Fuck you. Oh, I love that he has... Hold on, what is this? I'm gonna go back and look at this. Is it his hoodie? Yeah, his hoodie wrapped around his waist. Looks like a scorpion tail. Because his power is to, like... I mean, he's the power to poison and subdue you. That's really good shape language. Just to kind of show you this guy's whole vibe. It just invokes the idea of a scorpion, even though it's not literally one. Alright, he's trying. Again, Rudo, you don't have to stand in one place, bro. You can choose to move if you want to. Yeah. He still hasn't figured out a way around the eye, though. He keeps moving him. Can he predict how it's going to move him? Use that to his advantage? Or is he just going to sit there laughing like a weirdo? Okay, he's still trying. Just trying to be as unpredictable as possible. It makes sense to me. Still didn't work. Still didn't work. I mean, you can try whatever you want, bro. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. He's still gonna know where you are. That's interesting. Nice frame to land on. I'm just gonna say, like, how is this I communicating with Rudo? I think it's moving him in a way that Rudo can predict, but like, how does Rudo know where the eye is going to move this guy, you know? Is it just instinct, or is he just reacting really well? I'm very curious. I feel like maybe it's just because I'm getting tired. We've been doing this for a while. But I feel like that's just one of those things where, like, he's moving in such predictable ways. Even when he's trying to be unpredictable, the eye's moving him in predictable ways. And I think Rudo is just like, oh, okay. You're just right in front of me now. He's not even using his gloves power. He's just punching with his fists. Now he's moving towards him. But I feel like there's more to it than this. Damn. It's working. Not even Zonka could beat this guy. Granted, I think Zonka kind of got jumped and poisoned before he really had much time to react. Yeah, see, that's the problem. This guy's a masochist, so... he's actually enjoying this. You're a masochist, I'm a sadist, so... this is actually fun. We're totally having a good time. Sure. What about... mm-hmm. What'd you notice? Tell us. That's true. Mankira? Why does it have a name? Only the right ones have the neurotoxin. Oh, okay. The fuck? Ow. Yeah, of course that hurts. He does this multiple times. He's poisoning himself. Just a little bit of it drives him crazy. I see, yeah. Yes, because you're still trying to kill him. Like, sure, but I'm sure this thing can also adapt. I mean, I think it can. To where, like, oh, it could just move him in general. Like, there's no reason it has to wait. I mean, other than the fact that it's supposed to literally be Grease's will, right? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that might work for a little bit, but like, surely this can do more than that. You're still trying to hit him with every time that you swing, though, so that's still a hostile intent in my book. Did he just die? That'd be really funny if he just died. I don't think that's what happened, but... it'd be really funny if he just stops moving and you're like, oh, he's just dead. Too much neurotoxin. Oh, damn, this really does just kind of do whatever. Oh, don't tell me that's the end. Fuck me. All right, god damn it. Fine. Fine. We're dealing with 2 cliffhangers today. Let me find the shot. This one. We're going to end on a good shot. We're always going to leave that up. Ooh, you see how, like, it's still kind of... that's funny. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see my mouse that well. My mouse is also flipped, but this whole thing down here actually lines up decently well with the top section, even though it's mirrored, it's flipped. That's funny. But anyway, unfortunately, even though we have another episode of this, we're going to watch that later this week. We have to wait for the next Dandadan episode to come out, so we can watch them both in stream, like this, later this week. Friday, hopefully? Probably Friday. I mean, Dandadan comes out on Thursday, so... but anyway, back to wrapping up this show here. finally we get to see like Ruto's powers like really start to awaken here. Granted, I do think that there's more to this than that. I feel like this whole thing goes on for a while, and we just get like layer versus layer, you know, layer by layer, I mean peeled back. Because again, Ruto hasn't actually used his gloves as the instrument yet. He just used them to bring out the talisman's power, right? But he hasn't actually done anything with his gloves. I feel like he could also just start punching people with extra force, or do something else with his gloves to transform them. I don't know. This whole thing is just kind of like, it's very loose as a magic system, which I appreciate it because that allows it to be flexible. It allows you to just be like, okay, well, this object does this normally, so I guess it can kind of do this as a magic power. Yes, gotta love cliffhangers. Gotta love them or hate them. It's up to you. But I only love them when I can continue on afterwards. That's the part that I don't like, is not being able to continue. So it is what it is. But anyway, like I was saying, that's the big thing that I am curious about. Ooh, you know what? I just realized we can get the music back on, can't we? We're gonna talk for a while. We might as well get this back on. I don't know if this is too loud. Might tone it down just a little bit, because I'm still talking. But anyway, yeah, so I feel like there's more that he can do with his gloves. I'm curious to see if he's going to get to the point where he's really just going to be like manipulating everything that's around him. You know, I feel like that's the final form. But it is really interesting, like I kind of mentioned a couple times, that this new development in his power is forcing him to be very stationary, right? Whereas before, he's always worried about rushing in, you know, what's it called? Drastically, aggressively, not cautiously. So the fact that he actually wants to stay stationary, let this Jabber, that's his name, let Jabber come to him and like fight him off in a bit of a different way than you would expect. And the fact that he's actually picking it up like right away, really impressive, really cool, really thoughtful. This is what I like about Ruto, is that he's creative and resourceful, right? That's the whole point of this whole trash thing, is that he sees value in ideas that other people don't. And really, all of these items, it's just kind of a indirect way of saying, a metaphorical way of saying that like he just sees value where other people are incapable of doing that. Partially because how he was treated as a kid. And I mean, he's still a kid, right? So he's still learning how to get through this stuff, but just being treated like trash, thinking like he is that, you know, kind of what's the word I'm looking for? He's just accepted this idea that people have kind of forced on him. But just like he has the opportunity to flip the script and show the potential in all of these items that have been considered trash by other people, right? That's the ultimate irony, is he has to do that with himself. He needs to show everybody else what his true value is, right? But because he's a young, trauma-infused teenager, right? Like, it's difficult, you know? It's a different conflict. It's way more personal. It's internal instead of external, right? But even with these external items, he still sees... Whoops, sorry. I just knocked the shit out of my mic. Even with these internal items, he still sees this external value in them, right? Or sorry, these external... Other way around. These external items, he still sees these internal values with them, right? Like the sentimental value, you know, like the doll that he gave to what's her face? Why did I forget her name? She seems kind of irrelevant now. Chiwa. And then of course this talisman thing that Grease is praying to. So that seems to be like the core goal, or at least the core internal development that Ruto needs to make. He needs to start to see the value in himself, just like he sees the value in these other things. And he needs to kind of work to bring that value out, show the people of the world through his own actions why this concept is so important, not just for people but for trash. Because that's the whole thing, is that trash has been equated to people because they're lesser in society and blah, blah, blah. All of that shit. You know all that shit. You get it. I'm sure that was very coherent. It's so much different in this format where you can hear everything that I say instead of like when I was recording videos and I can actually repeat things if I don't like how it comes out. Can't do that here. So yeah, anyway, that's pretty much the only other thing I wanted to say about that. So I just wanted to thank you really quick, everyone who was here today. Everyone's giving this kind of idea a chance. I hope that this is something that I can do more often. I hope that more people show up that enjoy this. Again, it's going to be a little bit clunky at first because we're just doing this for the first time, but so is the actual reaction videos that I made when I first made them. That's just life, man. You try something new. It's awkward at first, but you're trying to put the pieces together, and over time it's gonna hopefully end up being what you want it to be, or not a stepping stone towards another thing. So that's the hope here. That's the hope here. But anyway, whether you're watching this now or in the future, I just want to remind you one more time to hit the buttons for me. You know, the ones with YouTube buttons. Like button, comment button, subscribe button, bell as well. We also have a Discord now. I don't usually talk about the Discord in reactions, but we're talking about it now. Please join the Discord if you haven't already. I do have... I might start to open threads. I do have a couple threads for things that I've played or reacted to. They're not very active right now. Maybe I should rework them or something, or come up with some other way to do that. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure it out. This is all work in progress. So am I. So is this channel. So are you. Just life. But anyway, that's the last thing I wanted to say. So thank you so much for being here, at least in terms of today and this new idea in the shows we're talking about and all that. As far as stream schedule, today is an extra stream, or at least it was a rollover stream from last week because I was trying to do this on Friday and I couldn't get this all set up properly for it. So we moved it to Sunday. But that means that next week, or tomorrow I should say, is next week's schedule, which means Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm hoping to do another one of these on Friday. I've said that a couple times, but just to reiterate. But I'll do all my other normal stuff on the other days, right? So that means... Here, I'm going to turn off the music now because we're about to end. Where's the music? God damn it. I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Sorry. We're going to end in just a few seconds, but I'll still do my normal schedule of other things. Monday, we're going to finish Detroit Become Human. Becomes Detroit Become Human. Whatever. Tuesday, we're going to do more Hollow Knight Pantheon 4. I got to finish that before Silk Song comes out. And then Thursday, we're doing more Outer Wilds. And then, yeah, probably the same thing next week in terms of those 4 streams. Except for Detroit. I might have to come up with something else to play on Monday. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Do not worry about me. We're playing it by ear. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it a lot. I hope to see you guys next time. But until then, good night, sweet Princeton.